IAG, International Consolidated Airline, trading on the LSE, London Stock Exchange, and still. Where are we? Where are we? Let's zoom in on that. Let's zoom in. Still in that long sort of ascending triangle that's been developing since January 2023. Nice long year of it, consolidating, still consolidating, and under this 236. Where have I taken this 266 from? From that top in June 2018. Just to recap, sort of along that edge there, just beneath or on or around the 236. There has been, we've been getting the resistance there, somewhere, there. Where's the colour? Let's change it out to white. Yeah, that area there. Back in 2021, and again 22, 23, September 23, January 2023. It's been below since, hasn't it? And still in there, I've got various targets in there, those high red lines. I believe, what was it, 260, some of the big institutional players have marked it out as, has it? Was it about 260 or thereabouts? Is there room to go higher? Almost certainly looking at there. If the price does come up, there's very little resistance once you're past the main previous price history. So once you get past that 220, could be going turbo. Technical resistance at 240, and again probably around that from 270 to mid 80s. And then again, similar story, little price resistance on the way up, right the way. So there's a potential for it to blast the way through to 331, key point there, 330, the 618, 786, Fibonacci again, 786 Fibonacci, 398. So there's the Fibonacci golden ratio, 330, 398 potentially. And there's been a lot of institutional interest in this, upgrades by various institutional banks, etc. Overweight, which means underperforming and has potential to grow. Various banks have redesignated and upped their price target for it. There's various other things which have been happening. Institutional interest is probably one of the something to take note of there. Watch the news, who's been doing what, who's talking about it, who are those institutions talking and about IAG, and how are they talking about them, what else is there. So I don't know what, the FTSE went up, had a little shot up, had a nice shoot up yesterday, and I wonder if that is to do with the Fed announcing a series of rate cuts from America. So that's good for business across the pond, maybe. I don't keep up with too much with the British economic news because I don't tend to do too much FTSE. Obviously, this is FTSE, so I need to change that habit. Getting the habit of checking out various announcements. But still, Britain, I believe we're still in a technically in a recession, even though the government won't admit that. And of course, naturally, the stock market reflects recessionary characteristics viewed here on the charts. It's dead low and suppressed and accumulating along. And there's an election year as well. There's an election year in America. There's an election year here. I think traditionally in the year after an election, certainly in America, the stocks don't tend to perform particularly well. Who knows what it'll do for the UK coming up? What sort of influence will number 10, number 11 have on the markets? Not a lot of hope with that lot. Go off to the daily. So yeah, we've had still in the weekly, 3 green weeks, 3 solid green candles there. Looking to close this week on a high again. Fantastic. Working its way up, and we've achieved the initial price target of 165, which is fantastic. And it's also, let's see, across the tops of the main bodies there. I think we're just about there, aren't we? Let's have a look. Not quite there. Break above that 168, and we continue. Is it 168? Yeah, 168.10 says there. Top of that local high there, across the tops of the main bodies of those candles, which appeared in July 23. Still on the way up to that price target of 172. Once it reaches there, I shall be considering we're watching it very carefully, see if there's a retracement or a move up. And if there is a retracement, it's no great shakes. Just keep on, hopefully. The plan is it still keeps accumulating with buying targets, looking for reversals lower down as it comes down and goes from low to high to accumulate more. Daily chart. Yeah, it's been playing out quite well, broken up above those various areas of interest above there. That's played out quite well and has reached and got above, and we'd like to see it. It's formed a nice green candle above there. Want to see it consolidate and hold above 164. Wouldn't be surprised if we get a retracement. The RSI is high. How deep will that retracement be? I don't know at the moment. Let's flip in the fibs and see what happens there. Just an idea at the moment. If it does, then we've got various areas to test, eh? That's 164. Probably the various highs down there. 156, significant area of interest. Obviously that green line across there, where the volume shelf is through here. Let's try and extend that right. Volume shelf forming at 159. See how it does there. We've got the fibs. Maybe it might just come down to the 160. 161 there said. So it might come down. Lowers there. Shall see. And if it does break lower below there, could do, poke beneath, but then again, various technical targets to look at. Would like to see it go higher. Still anticipating, still in play to reach the higher level here at 172 area. Still in play. What's happening down the lower time frames? Pop it in a 10. Yeah, so where was it yesterday? Did have that breakout, retracing break that came on Tuesday, and then so it came down, retested, moved its way up. Limit order set at 158 before moving upwards. Nice and easy. That was pretty decent, wasn't it? And there was something of a ascending triangle type of creature which developed. It just popped up there. I think that was it, wasn't it? And we did have the depth of it set there. Let's have a look. And that popped up quite well to thereabouts. Oh, go on you. And that did pop up fairly well there and achieved what was being looked for exactly almost. So, yeah, various targets in play there. Has failed to break out through here yesterday, this morning at 8 o'clock. Failed to break out. If it doesn't break out now, perhaps it's just going to dribble off low and come short, perhaps to retest various areas, technical areas and support areas along there. He's got himself quite well heated. He's burning off the heat, just going laterally, and sort of lowish volume in there at the minute, really. So it's just going to pootle along until the market cools off sufficiently to determine what kind of move it does make. It's holding up quite well there, just going laterally instead of down. If it does go too laterally, can anticipate some downside before finding the momentum in a reversal to move back up again. It's not going to. I don't think that will come down terribly hard, and it's kind of looking good. What else have we got in there? Potentially building up. Is that some sort of a channel through there? Some sort of channel up through there, is there? Developing, or is it something else, a different beast entirely? We're not sure. Let's see how that develops out. Or is that a whopping great big head and shoulders in there? So there's lots of things we want to keep an eye out. In there, big shoulder, got the head, and it might just do something like that. Right. Head and shoulders. Maybe is that head and shoulders in there? Right, hang on. Pop that in there. Something like that. And once it breaks the neckline, it's a measured move downwards. And the measure, generally as a rule of thumb, right, need to check out, this computer's gone a bit slow, find out what rubbish I've been downloading on there. So that measured move is basically the head and the shoulder downwards, potentially, who knows, something along those lines. Which kind of makes sense, doesn't it? We shall see. We've got another opportunity to exploit and get in on a big swing looking ahead, maybe. And we shall see. We shall see indeed. Lots of good stuff in the news. Keep an eye on the news. I'll be keeping an eye on the news, finding out what's going on with this and developing the habit of looking at British economic news. There we go. IAG. Good week.